What's going on, guys? Hope you're having a great day. This video is sort of going to be like a Q&A video, but I'm going to be answering my own question, and there's only going to be one question, and that question is, am I still competing? Now, I've actually wanted to answer this question for about 3 weeks now, and if you would have asked me this question 3 weeks ago, I would have said no. And that's not through being unmotivated, that's not through being just disheartened and not wanting to do it anymore. That's purely because of my financial situation. See, competing is a very expensive thing, and this isn't something that I understood at the start. This isn't something that I knew, and I don't want this to dishearten anyone that is watching this video. I don't want this to shy you away from this, because it's not ridiculously expensive. It's just more expensive than I could afford at the time, because as you may have known, 2 months ago I got a new job, which was a 5 to 5 that I actually quit about 3 weeks after getting, because I couldn't make videos. YouTube is the most important thing to me, and my new job took away from that, and I couldn't have that. I couldn't have that. YouTube is the most important thing to me, and if my situation is going to take away from that, then I'm sorry, but I'm not going to do it, because this is the most important thing to me. And because of that, not realizing that the money that I had in the bank wouldn't support the things that I needed to buy, such as supplements, such as food, such as entering the competition, spray tan, transport. There are so many things that play into competing, and the cost and the build-up of all this sort of thing. If you'd have asked me 3 weeks ago if I was going to compete, I would have said no, because I didn't think I'd be able to support myself. I'll be honest, I haven't had a protein shake in 2 weeks because I couldn't afford protein. I've been scared to do cardio because I didn't want to burn away muscle. Now, I know that sounds kind of silly, but doing cardio 6 times a week in the morning and 5 times a week on the night time, 20 minutes in the morning, half an hour on the night time, muscle can be deteriorated. That is a real thing, and especially while being so depleted, my carbs being so low and my fat being so low, it is a real thing. Muscle can be burnt away, and that's something that you can't afford on stage, because it seems like a small little thing, but that small little thing can be the difference between placing and winning to not placing at all and not going to the competition to do what you want to do, and that's win. BCAAs are very important, and I haven't been able to have them in about 2 to 3 weeks either. So the opportunity to compete seemed a lot slimmer, and I actually became a bit disheartened in my physique, and I thought that if I did the cardio, I'd get smaller, or even more smaller than I thought that I would have to be on stage. I'd deteriorate too much muscle, and I'd look flat compared to all the other competitors. And I was actually scared to run. I was scared to do cardio, and how stupid does that sound? Just because I couldn't afford some protein and BCAAs, and there are ways to make money, and I was doing them. I promise I was doing them. I have been saving, and today I just got back from Birmingham, and after saving, after doing everything I could, I now work in a nightclub. I don't know how I got the job. I was lucky enough to get that job. It was a higher calling situation. Somebody came to me and I asked for the job, and they was like, yes, we'll give you the job. I was lucky enough to get that, and that has allowed me to be able to buy the supplements that I've needed, the food that I've needed, the food that I do need to be able to compete. I mean, I'm not saying that I couldn't afford food. Obviously I could afford food, but just not the food that I needed and the amount of food that I needed to compete, because meat is very expensive. I need fish, I need chicken, I need mince, I need all these different things, and that's not cheap, and that's not even including sweet potato, eggs, all that sort of stuff, as well as supplements as well. It's very, very expensive. And now, I was going to talk about this in my last video, about my car situation. The insurance company gave me 6.5 grand for the car that I writ off. That's a lot. And now I found the exact same car for about 6 grand that would give me £500 left for spending money. Now, I had the opportunity to either buy the same car and have a little bit of spending money, or sacrifice and buy a cheaper car and have the money to be able to compete. And obviously, you know what I wanted to pick. It's a no-brainer. It has been the thing that I've been falling asleep thinking about, waking up thinking about, dreading, because I started Hard Body Shredding with the promise that I would be competing, and to have that taken away from you, to love something to have a dream of competing for 3 whole years, and to unconditionally love this sport and making YouTube videos about competing, to have that slowly slipping out of your hands day by day, because of something as small as money. To have that taken away from you slowly, seemingly taken off you, or not taken off you, but you know what I mean, like not taken off you, just slip away day by day, was horrible. I actually have the money now because I bought a cheaper car. I did do that. I bought a car yesterday and it's actually sitting right outside, but I'll show you that in my next video. If you was to ask me the question, am I competing now? I would say yes. It's happening, and I can't believe it's taken me about 3 weeks to tell you this. It was getting too much and I didn't want to keep it to myself anymore, because you guys have been trusting me with your situations through the emails that you send me, through the comments that you comment on my videos and stuff. You share a part of yourselves with me because for some reason you trust me with that, and I appreciate that more than you'll ever know. So I only owe it to you to actually tell you what's going on in my life, and to not create this highlighted life for YouTube videos, because YouTube is just highlights. It's the parts of my life that I want to share with you, the exciting times that I want to remember, and just like the general good parts of my life that I want to look back on to be able to share with my family and share with my future children, that kind of thing. But also, I think it's really important to be transparent and to just express the fact that I'm just a normal 19-year-old going in for a competition. And yeah, I've been really struggling with money recently, and I know it sucked that I crashed my car, but it's only because I crashed my car and I had to buy a new one, a cheaper one, that I've been able to compete. So it sucked crashing my car. It was like the worst feeling in the world, but now I think about it, it's more like a higher calling. Like if I didn't crash my car, I wouldn't have the money to compete. So that's something to think about for sure. I don't know, but am I still competing? Yes, I am still competing. There are a few competitions lined up for like 7-8 weeks away. When I have a competition booked and when I have all the details, I'll let you guys know as soon as I know. But I think that's it for today's video, guys. I really enjoyed it. I just want to say a quick thank you so much for sticking with the Hard Body Shredding series. I think we're on episode 47 now, and that's 47 episodes. I remember editing the first episode thinking, you know what, like how the hell am I gonna make it like a series? Like, this is episode 1 and I struggle with this. Like, how am I gonna be able to make 20, 30, 40 episodes, 50 episodes? And we're at episode 47, and for the people that have stuck along the whole way, just thank you. You mean the world to me. Like, you guys are the shit. Like, you have no idea like what this means to me. And if this video can help you out and like keep you motivated on your prep, if you was considering quitting, just don't. Things are gonna happen, like, and things are gonna seem shit. I feel like if you want something bad enough, the universe has a crazy way of working, and you will get there in the end if you want it bad enough. I have a new car. I am competing. I have enough money to do so. I've literally just gone to GNC to buy all the supplements I need, but I'll show you guys that in my next video. But like I said, I think that's it for today's video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy this video, give it a like. If you haven't already, please subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.